Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Global Renaissance Podcast, where we have thoughtful conversations on society and self. As always, I'm your host, Trev Woods. Happy New Year, everybody. I am joined today by the bros. Y'all know them, Cherno Garbins. They've been here quite a few times. They'll be here quite a few more. How you boys doing today? Happy New Year. How y'all living?
What up? Happy New Year. I'm feeling good, living good, good day.
Type.
Just a chill guy, man. Just doing my thing. You know how it is.
You're
New
annoying.
Year.
You're very annoying. Yeah. So what we're gonna be talking about today? This is like our winter arc, I guess. What we do yearly. This is gonna be our 2024, I guess, reflection. 2025 outlook. We're supposed to do this before the year ended, but rules are meant to be broken. Timelines or whatever. Life is flexible. We had a day today. The boys hit the mountains.
Shred the slope.
Yeah, we hit the mountains, so that was a good time. But before we get to that, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you'll notice we're in a different location. Our brother Cheno Sal is a homeowner, so let's clap that up. 2024 accomplishment. My brother bought a house. So how does it feel to be a homeowner at the young age of you 23?
23.
Yikes.
Motion.
That's crazy. How does it feel, bro?
I feel like I'm entering my unk era, just kind of doing homeowner things, man, mowing the lawn, cleaning the snow, changing fire alarms. Pretty,
So the batteries aren't beeping?
Nah, I'm not that ghetto.
Good.
We changed our alarms around here.
That's good stuff. I mean, I remember when he said he bought a home, I was like, this nigga lying, bro. Like, this nigga just bought a home. Because you were like, oh, I got like big news or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
I
kept
it low key. You know what I mean? I ain't want nothing to fall through. It's a long process, so it could fall through in the last minute. So I said, you know what? I ain't gonna speak on it until I know it's 100%. So June, finished it up right before my 23rd birthday.
That's
Hey.
capital P. How long had you been thinking about purchasing a home before you actually did it?
I didn't really think about it beforehand. That was always something I wanted to do. And then, as y'all know, I totaled my car at the beginning of 2024, right?
Yeah, last year.
So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go pop out, get a brand new car. I was going to do something P. Garbins already knows. I was trying to get me like a Benz or something.
Rich guy.
And then my parents were like, yo, instead of wasting your money on a car, how about, try to go get you a crib.
Depreciating asset. That makes sense.
What I mean? So then they kind of put it in my head, and then I thought about it, and I said, you know what, let me just see how it is, you know what I mean? So got it connected with a couple people. And then next thing you know, 6 months later, I'm like, I'm in too deep now. So it's like,
I got fucking mortgage.
I said, you know what, let's do it. So then I ended up doing it, and then, I have no regrets, but it was kind of like a spontaneous thing. I didn't expect to do it on at least the first half of 2024. I was like, maybe this time of year, now.
Yeah.
Well, it's something I would have tried to do then.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things.
And before Trev says anything, I wanted to just highlight that something that, was negative, like a total loss, losing his car, getting into a car accident, all that different type of stuff, led to him getting something that was something he wasn't even imagining getting. So a negative thing turns to a blessing. So that's definitely just very P.
I absolutely love that mindset. That's beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Because I wouldn't have started it if it wasn't for that. Because I was like, yo, I'm doing my thing.
What kind of person hit you, by the way?
I have a certain disdain for the certain type of people sometimes. And, she just wasn't paying attention.
Saying you have a certain disdain for a certain type of people and just not elaborating is crazy, but you shouldn't elaborate. So keep it there.
I work in corporate America.
Yeah. We don't want to get you canceled. Shout out to all the corporate homies.
Stay, you know what I mean?
Shout out to all the corporate homies. What would you say is the biggest challenge of home ownership that you realized as, you're now 6-7 months into being a homeowner?
I think the biggest challenge is you got to always think ahead. You got to think 3 months, 6 months ahead of time. You can't just get up and go do whatever you want because you're like, yo, something's bound to go wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're bound to spend $1,000 here, $2,000 here. So it's like, yo, okay, you got to be a lot more responsible. It forces you to grow up. I would say the last 6 months of the year, I've really matured in a way of just making sure little things are done that you are not procrastinating. I would say is the biggest thing I learned.
Sure.
Yo, if something's broken, you got to fix this right now. Or let me start moving towards this or stuff like that. So just organization, procrastination. I think those are the biggest things I've learned not to like do.
Yeah. He's grown and responsible. He's got a house now. All he needs is a girl. So
that's,
if you
uh,
are
Recruiting.
if
Recruiting.
you are Fulani, you know what I'm saying, hit his line. Also open to the rest of the Muslim community, I think.
You know all the Habibis.
You know? But yeah, so holla out the boy. We're trying to get him married off in the next year. So clock's ticking.
I'm chilling right now.
Clock's ticking.
There's no clock. Time is just
Time
a
is an
perception.
illusion. Time is a social construct.
Yeah, just time is an
Is
illusion.
that what your family thinks?
African terms.
Right, like
It's like I'm like 30 and
what conversation is gonna happen when you go home?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those again. It's like, you're about to be that age.
Right, I'm trying to go to a wedding, and it's not gonna be mine.
It's gonna be Garbanz's.
Ooh.
I don't deny it. I
See, he's embracing it.
All right, so are we putting money down that Garbins is first?
I receive all the blessings. You know what I'm saying? If it's me.
It's probably gonna be me
But
first.
Right.
it's probably gonna be Chetna.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
If it's me.
That's what I'm saying. So clock's ticking on him. I'm not gonna lie. If you get married before me, that's embarrassing for me.
Oh,
But
nah. Yeah.
it's probably gonna happen though.
Yeah, probably would get
Yeah,
married for you.
I'm probably. It's not gonna happen before like 5 years.
I love marriage. I love the idea of marriage, bro. So
Really, speak more on that. You know what I'm saying? Speak more on that.
I just think one, the foundation of marriage and like the purpose of it being here, right? Of a man and a woman coming together, becoming partners.
You don't believe in gay marriage?
One.
Got him.
Why'd you have to,
Clip that.
why'd you have to be so specific?
Huh?
Why'd you have to be so specific?
That's just how.
Yo, I'm
This is how
crying.
marriage
I'm
created
clipping
it.
that up. He said,
Foundation of it, you know what I'm saying? A man and a woman becoming one, But yeah, you have that godly foundation, but also I just love partnership. You feel me? Obviously, I got my brothers with me here, so it's like everything I do, I kind of go through them and talk to them about
all right, he needs your approval from me to do anything. Correct.
Cap.
Crazy.
Anywho, I talk to my guys about a lot of different stuff, so that's partnership in itself. But especially with a woman that understands you, you understand her, and y'all can kind of just go into this life and figure things out together. I feel like it's a beautiful concept. So I love marriage. I think it's a great thing. Also, my parents have been married since I was 4, so it's been a long time. So
He was had out of wedlock.
I was.
Shame.
I was.
Oh, brother.
I was,
Shame.
Do you believe in prenups?
God forgives, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'm here.
Do you believe in
Do you
prenups?
believe in
I
prenups?
believe in prenups.
You
I
gonna
do.
make your girl sign a prenup?
I do. I think I would.
I think this girl's gonna make more money than him.
That's crazy.
I received that as well.
For real.
Blessings to my life.
Trying to get taken care of.
Trying to get checked on.
Tight. Feel me?
Hey, listen, prenups are important. Know what you're doing before you get married, guys. But also, I've seen people on the internet, they was talking about like what's a bigger commitment, having a baby or getting married.
Yeah,
And it's very clearly having a baby, I think, in my opinion. Do we all agree on that?
Wait, what's the question?
What's a bigger commitment, having a child or getting married? Like having a child with someone or getting
Having a
married?
child, for sure.
Having a child.
Yeah, like.
But doesn't the marriage come before the child?
Marriage should.
Well, I don't know if you've seen how these rappers and athletes are behaving, but they don't really do that. Which to some degree I kind of understand because it's like, all right, well, like if I'm like Jason Tatum, if I'm like Jason Tatum, I'm making 50 M's a year. It's like if I get married and none of them are faithful. Let's be real. So y'all get divorced. She clearing out half versus you just got to pay your child support. Like I can understand that.
So it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
Depends on your,
Yeah, it depends on who you
lifestyle.
are. But like for the average person, if you have a child out of wedlock, like I don't think it's the most responsible thing. Like I feel like the institution of marriage is built for building a family. So like I don't really understand the point of getting married if you're not gonna have kids outside of like religious stuff. But like legally, I don't really get the point. But if you're gonna have kids, I personally believe that like do it in the context of a marriage, have both parents
That
at
makes
home
sense.
and all that. But who am I? What do I know? I don't have no kids. I'm not married, so I don't know. Anyway, that was a nice discussion on that. No more relationship talk. We're gonna leave that for another day. Valentine's Day special. Let's talk a little bit unserious stuff. We went snowboarding earlier today. We're recording this on January 5th. It'll be out in like the next week or so. We went snowboarding, and I am, of the three of us, the best snowboarder.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Yeah. I did take snowboarding lessons when I was like
So he
3rd,
cheated.
4th grade.
I just want you guys to understand that he said that he did take snowboarding
Yeah.
lessons prior to us all.
Back in the day, what is that? How old are you when you're in 4th grade? Like 10, 9, 10?
Fourth
So
grade,
this
yeah.
is 15, 16 years ago, so I don't know how much that carries over, but I do have some knowledge left over. But yes, I am the best snowboarder of the group. But my body hurts. I ain't gonna lie. There's no like it didn't snow or anything like that, so it was all fake
Straight
snow and just
ice.
a bunch of ice under it. Yo, I fell a bunch of times. I cannot lie. It hurt. So, but shout out to black people doing you know what I'm saying, traditionally non-black things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? How do we feel about that? Do we have a good time today?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I think snowboarding is a very fun activity. I definitely will be partaking again. And I just felt today. I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, this is something that not a lot of people of my color do, you know? So
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was counting. Like we got there, and I was like, I'm gonna count how many black people we see. I think I saw like 11.
11?
Yeah, there were a couple at the end. Yeah,
Fellow brothers.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. Someone said at the top of the mountain, it was like, it was good to see some brothers up here. Which I always love that when you just.
Since you mentioned you were the best, who was the second and the third? I just wanted.
Oh yeah, no. It was like me, then Garbins, then Chenna. Chenna was not doing it
Like,
very
yo,
well.
I'm African. It's like
Yeah, he's like, we don't do that.
don't
No
do
snow
this.
over there.
it's like
Yeah, he was not having a good time.
It
By the
was-
time we finished, he was like, I'm not going up this mountain again.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that just took one big fall. I was like,
Yo, both of them took some like pretty bad falls. I took one like when I was going down by myself. That wasn't great, but like you flipped,
I did.
it was bad.
That was a crazy
It was
flip.
bad. He
I
took a
actually thought-
mean spill too.
Yo,
I thought I was about to break something. Something was breaking. I'm talking about I was like going fast, and then I tried to slow down, fell on my hands, flipped backwards, and then flipped to my side. I said, "Oh, this is
oh brother.
dangerous."
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
But I survived. So
yeah.
Yeah, no. All I heard was ooh. I said, "Shit." I said, I know that was bad.
Yeah.
I had to lay there for a good 10 minutes. I was like, oh,
Bro, the first time we went down, it literally took us 30 minutes to get down the mountain. Like it was, and this is the way this place is set up. We went to Wachusett in Massachusetts. It was like they have like the beginner lift, they have the intermediate lift, and they had like the expert lift. So we're on the beginner one, obviously, because nobody knows what they're doing. And the first time we get up there at like 12:45. We get down the mountain to like 1:20.
Yeah,
So it took a while to get down there, but it was a good time. I enjoyed that. But we had a conversation while we were there. We were talking about, Alex, because I was like, I'm the best snowboarder here, and I'm just the best athlete of the group. And somebody,
it was me,
Garbins, refuted my statement.
and I still.
And I think we need to talk about this because I want this out in the open right now.
You got me, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Is there a problem?
There's no problem.
Is there a
Go ahead.
problem?
I just heard this debate.
Yeah, no, I know, but I just need to get it out in public so
Yeah.
that when I'm right,
That's
like
fine.
I have evidence.
That's fine.
So I think I'm the best athlete of the three of us personally. What were the categories we used? We went with speed,
We went speed,
quickness, agility,
being able to jump higher,
vertical.
right?
I think those were like the four.
Hand-eye
and
coordination.
Hand-eye coordination. I'm faster than him.
Stop.
He
Oh,
disagrees.
wait, see,
Faster than Garbins?
Yeah,
it's not faster than me.
yeah, I'm
One,
faster.
I'm lighter than you.
That doesn't matter.
I'm lighter than
Derrick
you.
Henry is one of the fastest people in the NFL, and he's like
I
250.
don't care. I'm just going to state my statement.
Okay.
I mean, your
I'm-
claim.
No, my statement.
State your statement is okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
See, y'all even trying to get me?
No, I'm just saying,
Linguistically,
but
If I was not a guy
linguistically,
who was
state your statement
confident
just doesn't sound
in
great.
myself, they would get me. Not getting me.
He's not that
Anywho,
confident in himself.
I
but it's okay.
stand
Up on
on,
the facade
I
right
stand
now.
on being faster than this man. I stand
Okay,
on
so
it.
he thinks he's faster than you, but he's not. And we, like I said, this is for evidence because you're not.
We're going to make a clip. We're going to see.
Right. Okay. So you think you're faster than me. I think I'm faster than him, but I'm definitely faster than him. You're not more agile than I am.
I think I'm more agile.
But my
Like,
so
if we're talking about like those
so-
basketball drills
so-
side to side and
yes,
just
that's what
agility.
agility
Yes,
is.
diving for the ball.
No, agility is like your
you know, being
ability
able
to go
maneuver
side to side, stop,
and
go,
stop. Yeah,
change
yeah,
direction.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my thing is like,
your knees and legs are cooked. I don't know.
yo,
why
I
we
have
keep talking about
a bad knee.
agility
I
and
have a bad
fast-
knee, and I'm still more athletic than you. Is the
No.
point? So like, when was the last time you played an organized sport?
It's been a minute, probably high school.
So what reason do you have to think that you're more athletic than me? Like I don't understand.
I just know.
Like what? The only athletic things you do now are lift weights and you do your run club.
One thing I will say, when God, lives in your life. You're just very confident. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a very.
It's
confident
okay to
guy.
be confident,
You know
but
what I'm
like you
saying?
should substantiate your position, and you don't really have any rationale
That's perfectly fine.
as to
I
why
still
you
stand
think.
by
But
my-
anyway, like I said, we can prove all of these things. But you're not more agile than me. You definitely can't jump higher than me. We know that for a fact. So we're not even gonna.
I give that to you.
What else do we have? Quickness. You're not quicker than me. Like you're stop and go. So those two are undisputable. I have over you. The other two we're disputing. And realistically, I have them over you. And then hand-eye coordination. I mean, I've seen you play basketball, and like you don't practice playing basketball, but even the shit I've seen is like, eh.
And he's blind, so.
Right. Like your eyes don't even fucking work. So I'm not
I have
really.
some glasses.
I'm not understanding how your hand-eye coordination is good.
I have some glasses that we Gucci.
So this is the whole point of this is that he thinks he's more athletic than me. We're gonna test this, and I need this as evidence.
I wouldn't say
for when
I
I'm
think
right,
I'm more
when I'm
athletic.
correct.
I just
Well, then what is the
think-
conversation we're
I just-
having?
No, I'm not saying I'm more athletic than you. You just claim to be like the best athlete out of all of us,
Of the
and you
three
can
of
beat
us.
us in all of these different type of things.
No, this is between y'all two.
And
Don't keep putting
We
me.
were talking about
No, we were talking
sports.
about us
We were
three.
talking about sports.
He's talking about I'm better than y'all at soccer.
better than
Football,
you. He
at
said
football.
you.
No,
He
no.
said you.
Cheno,
The whole time he said
all
you.
of us. You just wasn't
He
talking
said you.
because you was trying to lock in
Cheno
on
be
the
trying to
scoreboard and
Cheno be
stuff.
trying to stay out of it.
You be
Okay,
trying to stay out of it.
we-
He said he's better than us at soccer.
I'm on-
better than us at football.
Soccer and
basketball,
football?
all
No.
that.
I'm giving him
Thank you.
basketball.
No, I'm okay.
I'll give him
I'm-
basketball.
I have basketball. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
but like I
that's
play
fine.
basketball more.
But soccer and
Football,
football, I'm cooking you.
No. I'm cooking you. I'm cooking you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm cooking you.
He says he's cooking us in
No,
everything.
Cheno. Because if we're like lining up, like I'm faster than you.
No, you're not though.
You're faster than me,
I'm God. I'm faster than you.
nigga.
Yo.
Top speed.
All right, we gonna have to line it
love
up.
the confidence.
We're gonna have to line it up.
Top speed.
We're gonna have to line it up because you're not faster than me.
If you line me up, you get locked up.
You're not faster than me. All right, we're gonna have to actually like test this.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna have to test
Now,
this.
if you're
because-
talking about gardens, okay, it's
No,
like, all right, like,
We're talking about garbage.
there's not even like a conversation to be had.
I ain't gonna lie,
I
bro.
would
Like,
say publicly that I am not the most athletic person. I haven't practiced sports a long time, but
Practice sports, but it's like
not
you
practice sports.
just play, nigga. Like you ain't play no sports.
no, he did. Like he literally
don't
just
practice it. Like,
the only
you
athletic,
don't play it. You practice it to get better.
But I'm saying
the
speed,
only
like,
athletic endeavors he engages in are weightlifting and y'all running. So
But
Nigga ain't no
I
real
would
runner
state
for
those
real,
claims.
bro.
But at the end of the day,
Probably better
I
distance
just
runner
don't
than
think
me.
that this man is just so much better than me at soccer, at basketball, at football, or at all these different.
okay,
so I have to break it down for him and let him know all these different type of things.
Basketball, yes.
I can give you basketball. That's
Basketball, yes. But like I'm talking about soccer. Like when was the last time you played soccer?
cool. Probably like middle school.
Right? Did you play organized soccer? Right. So like you have no reason to think you're better than me at that, and I'm more athletic. That's why this conversation happened because we were talking about sports, and I was like, "Oh, I'm probably better than you at soccer." You were like, "No," and I'm like, "Well, when was the last time you played soccer?" And he was like, "Oh, middle school." Da, da, da.
Bro, Garbage ain't never played no.
So that's what I'm saying. So I was saying, like
Bro,
we have probably comparable skill, and I'm more athletic than you. And then we started going back and forth. I'm like, why do you think you're
Bro,
athletic, nigga?
every-
Like,
Every single time you start talking about sports, like, yo, I played in the 5th grade on the fall season. Nigga, how many sports you play in the fall season? That same one fall season
Right.
at 10 years old.
right?
I played Pop Warner and I played soccer. They're both fall sports.
No, I
bro.
didn't say I played Pop Warner and soccer at the same time. I played.
But
Pop
you
Warner.
said them at the same age.
I played soccer at school at recess. Nigga, we had a
Oh,
we
brother.
had
That's what I'm
a
saying.
little area.
That's
and
what
we
I'm
played
saying.
Soccer,
That's what I'm saying.
And I was cooking niggas
That's
at
what
that time.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
feel me?
Okay, bro.
We was
Like I
playing
said-
kickball.
Like I said, we got a list of sports. We don't need to test basketball. We already know that's me. So
Yo,
then,
basketball. You remember I cooked them 7 zip?
yeah, no, we know the order of basketball is
They
me,
just
you,
wanna publicly
Garbage.
announce what they've done.
We know the order of basketball is me, you, Garbage. So then we gotta do football. We gotta do soccer. I don't know what other sports we wanna.
I want to talk about ping pong earlier.
We was talking about
I'm
ping pong.
frying.
I'm
frying. in ping
I
pong.
actually fried your ass, bro.
frying
I
in ping
fried
pong.
you
I have a
already.
video of me playing ping pong in Mexico.
I've literally
I fried my cousin.
already fried you.
No. He keeps talking about things that I don't even remember. So you really
It's
don't
not
have
my
a good
fault. Your
plan.
memory sucks.
No.
Like, what do you want me to do about that? But we can run it back. We can run it back. We can run it back. But like ping pong, in terms of athleticism, was like bottom of the fucking rung. But anyway, I just wanted to have that segment because we're gonna line it up and we're gonna prove it
Not
because
ducking any smoke.
niggas be saying whatever because they don't want to admit that they're just not as good at something. But that's okay. Like I would never say I'm a better videographer than you.
These niggas, they say the same thing. Oh my God. They do the same They do it all the time. Yeah, when it comes
That's
to
your-
sports, but your area is videography.
It's your
That's
craft.
your thing, bro.
You gotta
alone.
you respect the craft.
Leave me alone.
Right, you got it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're trying to show love.
Exactly.
If you
I'm
want that.
humble, bro, so
run
I
all
can
these
admit
sports,
when
bro.
you're good at
Run
something.
all these sports, bro.
Could go in and take that too, but we'll let that
Tight.
slide.
We can run all these sports, gang. Just let me know time and place, bro.
Like, we really lighted up outside right now.
Time
I don't
and
even
place,
care. I'll,
bro.
I'll
Time
run
and
you in
place.
these
Time
Uggs,
and
bro. I don't
place.
care.
Time and place.
I don't care.
Time
Now,
and
we're going to have to put bread on that one. Because you think you
Garbage don't
faster than
compete
me
with
is
no bread.
crazy.
Garbage don't compete with no bread, bro.
I asked you to put money up the other day, and you was not trying
When?
to do it. When we was talking about,
Because if you're talking money, I'm always down to put down some money.
nah,
What are we
'cause
talking
You
about?
said I didn't put your password in correctly, and you said I spelled your name wrong. I said,
Bro, that's so.
Oh,
bro,
that's
I'm talking about some
it's
real.
true.
I'm
This
talking
is
about some
true.
serious
He ain't do
shit.
it.
This is
He
true.
ain't
I'm
do
talking
it.
about some
This is
serious
true.
Bro,
shit.
I said put your money where your mouth is. He
I'm
ain't
talking
put
about
money where
some
the
serious
mouth is,
shit.
bro. So
All right, bro. Okay,
The,
I'll let
the,
you have
prin-
that one.
the principle remains. Anyway, that was our unserious segment of the day. Back to more serious stuff. How do we feel about 2024 as a whole, guys?
I think it was a great year. I've talked to a couple people that said that year took a toll on them. I think it was a great year. I went through a lot of ups and downs for sure, but I think at the end of the day, I beat 2024's behind. So I'm happy.
Are you like not cussing or something like that?
Just trying to be a better person.
Okay, fair
in
enough.
terms of
Does
cussing.
does cussing make you a bad person?
I think excessive cussing makes you
Why?
a worse person than
Why?
someone who doesn't.
Why?
I just feel like it's a lack of vocabulary. I feel like
But does that make you a bad person though?
Yeah.
Maybe you just have lack of.
You
bad
have
vocabulary.
a fairly limited vocabulary. Does that make you a bad person?
Do you think you're a bad person? Because I'm
Actually,
not.
I'm a
If I
backtrack.
recall,
I'm a
the
backtrack.
other day we was out for dinner for his birthday, and he was swearing up a storm up in there.
Bro, right next to your mama too.
Right next
Crazy.
to your mama.
Crazy.
I keep it 100. My birthday, they got me a shot of
Yo, he can't
whatever
drink,
it
bro.
was. I don't drink, So whatever they gave
No,
me
you
a
just
shot
can't
of.
hold
Oh,
you.
we know
They
what happens
had
when
an
he
espresso
drinks,
martini.
especially in Mexico.
Oh, brother.
Here they go.
Where's your chain?
I lost my chain, guys.
Yeah.
in
Can we
Mexico.
tell that story here?
Who's your chain?
Can we make that a Global Renaissance
My chain's
exclusive?
stolen, guys.
What happened?
Who's
I want to hear the story.
I was out in the town
On the
of
town.
Mexico.
Yes.
Doing what?
Prior to that, I was sipping a little bit of, alcohol. I'm on vacation, trying to just loosen up the spirit or whatever. Went out, was in an area.
Where were you going out at?
There was a couple of
What kind of
parties,
venues were you in?
Clubs, there was
Oh, okay.
areas, nightlife.
Yeah, for sure.
Experienced in the town.
Nightlife is a broad category. Any
Right.
any more specifics you can
I think
give
that's
us?
all I need to get specific on.
All right, fair enough.
Walking around, and they was just hustling me. Poppy, you want to go in here? I was like, yeah,
Go
I
in
wanna
here
go
and
in here.
okay.
Who was calling you Poppy?
Just the guys working the nightclubs in the area.
How'd you feel about that?
I felt P. I felt like
Oh.
he was
You
choosing
like
me
the letter of the man
specifically
calling
because
you
I looked
Poppy.
like I
Okay.
had money and I was just, I had it. I think that's why he chose me, So I felt very, very special,
Oh, he definitely felt special.
when
Who else made you feel
when I-
special that night?
when I got to the area that he took me to, felt even more special.
Why?
Why?
Doesn't really have to be
What
explained.
was that? What was the
but
area? Like, what
Yeah,
if
it was
nice.
what if the
We're trying
viewer
to
wants
paint
to
a
go to
picture,
Mexico
right.
one day?
When they go to Mexico, just go ahead and hit the strip in
What-
Cancun,
okay.
and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. So you went into this establishment
I went into this
and
establishment.
you felt special because
Felt special. Just
good
I got a lot of
customer
How's the
service.
ambiance
got a lot
of
of
this
customer
establishment?
service. Got a lot of attention. I felt, wow, like they're treating me nicely.
attention from whom?
The people of Mexico,
You being real gender neutral right now.
the women of Mexico, the men of Mexico.
Like
the
a they,
guys
them?
bringing us in there. No, it wasn't a they.
'Cause
them.
that's the way I'm taking it now.
Anywho, we're gonna fast forward the story, and I left these establishments. Walked out. There were a couple of women on the street that came through, was touching me and my cousins. It
Why was they doing that?
I don't know. I think they think I look really good, and
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
I appreciate someone who can appreciate good looks. So I was like, yeah, mommy. Da, 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 da.
What type of stuff were they saying to you?
They were talking about just
They can't be talking about much. Their English is real limited.
Right.
They were essentially trying to get me and my cousins to participate in sexual intercourse. But myself
For the free ski?
definitely not for the free ski.
Okay,
They be hustling out there, not for free ski.
these were prostitutes.
These were prostitutes for sure.
Yes.
I denied.
Of
But
course.
prior to
Allegedly.
denying, they touched on my neck, my shoulder.
Which you were enjoying.
I think. I did not enjoy it. But I had to let them know, like, I'm cool.
Yeah,
And, while I was walking back to my resort, it was touching on my neck, and I realized my chain was not on my neck. So,
Dang. you got a
either
chain
the
smash.
women in the establishment I was in took it, or they took it. But somebody took
Dang.
it.
And did you contact the women in the establishment you were in?
I went back. On the block, went back, asked them if they took it. They said no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
trusted and respected.
Why did
that
you trust
establishment.
them?
I just felt like they were nice people.
No
they wouldn't
special
lie.
connection or anything.
They
like
would
that.
lie about that. I didn't think they would lie about that. And they also asked me if I talked to anybody outside. I said yes. They said those were probably the people. I said, oh,
Dang,
How
maybe they were in
convenient.
operation together.
Thanks.
Maybe
It was like a whole
they could have
repo.
been.
That's crazy. That's
Could've
crazy.
been.
That's crazy.
That's
Did you
what they
contact the
could've been.
people like from the establishment after that?
What do you mean?
Like any contact with the
Did
folks
you go
in
back to the establishment?
But what exactly do you mean?
Like contact, you know what contact means, right? Like
Contact me.
Like, did you
what?
talk to them?
any medium.
Oh, you went to
It
another
really,
one?
it just depends. Like,
do you mean
I don't-
depends?
So like if I went through your
whatever,
WhatsApp right now,
WhatsApp, I talk to a lot of people on WhatsApp. That's their main use of communication. So I talk to like travel agents, I talk to travel groups, I talk to establishments, a bunch of different types of things. So if you went through my WhatsApp, you'd probably see a lot of communication, but I don't know if it's specifically the establishment you're thinking about.
okay, so all right, so if I go through, you know what? Never mind. We don't need to do this. This is fun. This is
You didn't have to.
This is fun.
I was gonna answer whatever question you put in
this
front of
is
me.
fun.
You ever see the videos of Speedy?
Speedy Mormon. Shout out to Speedy Mormon.
Shout out to Speedy Mormon.
Yeah. But I was just thinking that like you fell in love with a worker. Talk about we had a special connection.
My Sheila.
What? My Sheila.
My Shayla.
Nah, we on the phone. He talking about, bro, we had a special connection. Like, nigga, what?
My Shayla.
I beg your finest pardon. Garbage. You're funny, bro. Unintentionally, you're actually hilarious.
I think intentionally as well. Just
It's
go ahead and add
it's
unintentionally
not on
add that.
purpose. It's not
Totally
on purpose.
unintentional.
It's not like you're telling jokes. It's more so like you be saying stuff.
Just
and
a
I'm
funny
like,
nigga.
yeah, this nigga's an idiot. But we like you though. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoy
This
being
nigga's comedic relief.
I enjoy being a contribution to the collective. You know.
You know, and we appreciate you because everybody got their role to play. You know what I'm saying? Garbins is the goofy.
Wait, slow it down. Slow it down and choose your words very wisely.
You know what I'm saying? He's the like goofy little bro. You know what I'm saying?
Two words in there I didn't really like. Goofy and Lil.
How
Lost
much
me.
you weigh?
Lost me. Lost me.
Step on that scale real quick.
Lost me. What happened? What is going on? What's is this come at Garvin's podcast or is this
I just-
educational and we're trying to get through winter arcs?
Yo, I totally forgot I asked how it's
Winter arcs,
2024.
like
I forgot. I'm sorry. I just sometimes it's not always important to be serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'll leave Garbins alone. I think he thinks I bully him sometimes, and I don't necessarily feel bad.
Age, I don't think bullying is in my.
Oh,
so,
wonderful! So so I can continue.
Dude, you have free will, brother.
No, I'm asking for
You
your
have
permission.
free
You know what I'm
will.
saying? Because
my
personally, I like to respect. You know what I'm saying? My
free
compatriots.
will.
No, I'm aware of that. Well, actually, since we're talking about free will,
Here we go.
some people say it's an illusion. If you believe in determinism, which I don't know if you believe in determinism or not. I don't know if that's compatible. with
Use
your religious
determinism in a sentence from me again. What's funny about that?
you don't know what determinism is?
It's not what I said. I just actually utilized it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking me to use it in a sentence,
I don't think so.
I
Use
mean,
rain in a sentence.
actually, quite literally.
No,
used it in
no.
a
Actually,
sentence.
use rain in a sentence. I know what rain means. I can.
But
just
like, why
actually
would you
utilize
ask
it
me
in
to
a
use
sentence.
a word in a sentence?
Because I would like to see how you utilize
But like
it in a
when
sentence.
I said it, I used it in a sentence. So it's like, you know what I mean?
No, you asked the question, which is a sentence.
There you go.
But-
piped out. That's enough.
Are you gonna answer my question?
No, I already used it in a sentence. Do you know what determinism is?
I would like you to utilize it in a sentence, though.
I'm not going to.
Okay, that's great.
But
Just
do you
go
know what
back to-
determinism
I'm not
is?
gonna answer your question.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. We're utilizing free will. Here we go,
that's
guys.
fair.
We're gonna
Alright,
say
we
we're gonna list the things that we're not gonna do.
We go back to the 2024
All right, yeah, sorry, I got distracted, guys. I'm a terrible host sometimes.
Oh my God,
So yeah, 2024 was a good year. Good
Great
year,
year.
ups and downs, but good year overall. Homeowner Sal, how was 2024 for you?
2024, I would say me and Garbage actually talked about this, 2 months ago. I think we went to the gym. Then we got.
Didn't invite me. Crazy.
It's like you don't leave
Stop
the house.
doing that. First of
And
all,
it
if
was-
y'all don't see,
No,
Trevor,
I
I'm
be
gonna let
saying,
y'all
no,
know
I'm
if y'all don't see Trevor around the gang, just know Trevor chose not to be. And whenever Trevor does get invited, he decides not to partake. So we decided after a certain amount of time, we know you won't partake. So we won't
Trevor
invite
be like, "Why would I go to that gym when I could just go to Lifetime?"
No, it's not even. It's
Lifetime.
not. It's
Oh,
not even that.
Lifetime.
They just be
Oh,
like
I have a
wanting to do
membership for
stuff.
$300.
Oh, hold on.
I
Hey,
have a
wait.
Ice plunge.
Wait.
Jacuzzi,
Garbins.
sauna.
Don't start mocking the membership that you be using.
Ah,
So let's slow down. Let's slow down. This nigga be swiping in the Lifetime all the time with my card. Anyway, no, the problem is that y'all just like to do shit on Saturday, and I just be hooping.
Yeah,
And,
that
like,
is
I'm
that is
not-
his hooping.
Yeah, like that's my cardio, bro. Like,
But yeah.
you were talking about.
Yeah, so we got cheesecake after.
shout out to the cheesecake.
Shout
And
out
Natick?
cheesecake. Yeah, Natick, you know. That's
Cheesecake and Natick, because C Niggas a lot.
Yeah.
Cheesecake and Natick.
But it's looking slow. He ain't going there no more. Food's not hitting no more.
It's not.
I'm not gonna lie.
Cheesecake fix up, gang.
He wanted to go to Cheesecake. I said, yo, let's go to the tavern. He said,
Tavern's not busting.
Cheesecake.
Tavern in the Square or just like a different
Tavern the Square. It was like Tavern the Square. Now they got them Johns everywhere now. So,
type shit?
so then we was talking about like 2024 because it was like late November, early
Yeah.
December. And then I was like, for 2024, for me, it just hit me. I was like, yo, 2024 is like a year of like proof of concept. Like what I really want to do, is it going to work? And then I didn't really realize that until like November, December. Like I was just doing things.
He was moving.
I was just moving. I was like, but is it going to really work though long term? So that's what really 2024 is for me, where it's like, all right, you know, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to go about it. Is it going to actually work? Is it, you know, can I actually execute it? And then, you know, so for me, that's what 2024 was, just kind of learning. You know, had a lot of fun, did a lot of traveling, did a lot of shopping, spent a lot of money.
Tight.
Rich guy.
Tight.
No, not like worked a lot. Y'all know I was working. So that's 2024 for me. It was a good year overall. Certain things I could have worked on better, but
It's always room for improvement.
you know what I mean. I would say it was a good
I like that.
season.
I like that. You know, 2024 for me was a year. Things happened. A lot of stuff that I will not speak on in the public context.
Like what? There's a lot of things. So you gotta like.
You gotta
What things are you willing to speak on and not speak
break
on?
it down just a tad bit.
You know, I'll focus on school. I could speak on that.
Yeah, you know, my boy went this.
My summer shenanigans, I ain't really want to, you know what I'm saying?
Summer.
Talking about summer when you were.
What were you doing over the summer?
What would you? Attribute
No, I'm
your-
generally I forgot.
Shuttling back and forth between here and New York. Trying
Oh
to,
yeah, he was tricking.
What would you attribute your behavior to? Like, if there's a word you can like describe it as.
Delusion.
Delusion.
That boy was in love.
Tight.
Tight.
I wanna know what love is.
But yeah,
I want you
I
to show
decided to go back to school this year.
Shout out to you. You know, Masters,
This is
man,
ridiculous.
Garbs.
I hate.
Trevor.
I hate. Damn, it's
Oh.
crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, brother.
But you know, I hate school, but I was like, it needs to get done. So I was sending in my applications, writing essays. It's like, damn, this shit sucks. Got in, cool, whatever. School started in September, and immediately I was like, damn, I still hate school. Because I had a couple people ask me, like, do you think it's going to be different this time around? I'm like, I hope so, because, like, I'm actually doing something.
Oh yeah, you're crazy for thinking that school is school, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it was like, I just remember being like, college, like, there were a couple classes that I liked, because they were about stuff that I liked. Like, I took a couple classes on, like, music, and I was like, I really enjoyed them. So I figured, like, maybe this would be similar. But no, it's just the tedium of schoolwork is just, I don't like it. One of the things that I've realized, and like I'm really passionate about education generally, but one of the things that I've realized is that when you sit in a classroom with a bunch of people, my cohort for my program is like 14 people, so it's not like these aren't huge classes, but when you sit in a classroom with other people and someone's instructing you, like they have to instruct to like basically the lowest common denominator. So if, like you have someone in class that's like slow to understand stuff, they have to basically move at that pace.
Why
And
don't you
if
call him stupid?
you know, I'm trying to be nicer in 2025. You know what I'm saying?
Since when?
Trying to be polite.
You didn't say that
Since-
earlier.
since
before
this
we were off the
podcast.
camera.
I'm doing my best, okay? We're only 5 days into the year. I got time to progress, you know what I'm saying? Working on my public image. I might run for office one day. I can't run for office.
Perception is reality.
I'm cooked. I can never run for
He
office.
said I'm cooked.
But no, real bro, like if they went through like my like social media, I'd be cooked. Like,
Shut up for
it
president.
would be off. Yo, Barrett 2036, if we still have a country. Because I don't know if Trump's ever gonna leave office, but that's a conversation for another day. But like, no, like you sit there and if somebody's like slower and the teacher's trying to accommodate everybody, they're gonna either move at that pace or they're gonna move at like the average pace. And I personally just get bored, and I just be like, I'm bored. This is stupid. I don't like busy work. There's a lot of stuff where I just feel like this isn't, tailored towards me. So I finished my fall semester in Boston. I'm at BU. Finished the fall semester. It was a grind. My last final was like ended up being 41 pages, 41-page research project. But the research class was actually really interesting, so I found that useful. But in like 2-3 weeks, I'm going to LA for the spring and
Cali
summer
boy.
semesters. So I feel like 2024 was like a good year of like really investing in the things that I want. So I think 2024 was a good year. Learned a lot of stuff. Found out that stuff that I thought that I wanted maybe wasn't what I wanted or what I needed.
Like that second part.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you can think you want something and maybe you do really want it, but you got to be willing to say like this isn't really the best for me, and then be willing to let it go. So sometimes it's hard. I didn't think it was that hard this time, just because it was so like obviously like this was not really good for me. So that was 2024. Now 2025, looking forward, how do we feel, guys? Like, what are we looking forward to? What is our, I guess, mission for the year if we have one? Like, what do we think about this? I guess not upcoming because we're 5 days into the year, but what do we think about the next 360 days?
I'd say for me, I mean, I didn't really talk too much or go in depth on my 2024. I think 2024 for me was a year of like just faith, just understanding that through
Praise the
everything
Lord.
that you go through, that you're good. As long as you have a faith in something, and for me, that foundation is obviously God. So kept my faith in Him, and through all the negative things that came, positive things came right after. So that was 2024 for me. So 2025 was really just sticking to that faith, being obedient, being disciplined, and really just putting all the things that I have envisioned, allowing that to obviously align with His goals for myself, but also just staying consistent on those and staying disciplined on those. So I have a lot of like monetary goals. I have a lot of
Trying to get that money in.
for sure. I have a lot of goals for myself and my creative image, my creative brand, personal brand.
Alexis Productions, holla at him. Your favorite videographer.
Feel me? And just executing different, projects for that, networking and personal brand stuff, and just continuing to just stay consistent in that. And obviously, with the new career that I am in, just trying to be the best I can in that. And yeah,
Two finance bros with me. Shout out to the guys.
You know the vibes.
Shout out to the guys.
graduated and ended up.
Dang, you did graduate.
Yeah, graduated in 2024. I went to Dubai in 2024. Was in a relationship in 2024. Got out of a relationship in 2024. Lost a job in 2024. Got another job in 2024. Feel me? So, yeah, it was a lot.
Sure,
here though.
Sure was.
It was, yeah.
Sure was.
It was a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I would say being friends with Garbin is so interesting because sometimes he'll like say stuff and I'm just like, okay.
Just want you guys to know that I am just contributing to these people's lives. Like, you see how much times they mention my name? I'm just a bright light in both of their lives.
We're literally on a podcast episode with 3 people and you're one of them.
I'm just glad that I can be such a ray of sunshine and light in your life.
Bro?
Like, Yeah.
Sunshine.
Yes.
Sunshine is crazy with your dark ass. But anyway.
That was very colorist.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was not discriminatory. It was an observation. You dark.
Is it
brother.
Is it though?
Yes.
I feel like right now I'm very bright with all these lights.
There's a ring light right there.
Okay.
The light is bright. You're not.
I think the light makes
You're not
brighter.
bright, literally or figuratively, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm trying to see what you mean by that, gang.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. That's the point right there.
Anywho, shout out to 2024 and shout out to 2025, man. Yeah.
I love that. Chena, what do you
2025 for me is just really kind of, I don't even really, it's kind of like so many different things that I'm trying to do, but I can't do all of them.
Yeah.
So I got to decide on which one.
Number one, get away. Sorry.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's
Yeah,
going to
man.
be
Yeah, man.
So
One thing
what-
I want, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just
Yo.
speak for you real quick, gang. I just need the women in the Fulani, culture.
No.
Lock in, bro. Like, no. Listen,
Yo.
listen. Especially if you're in Boston, Massachusetts, but if you're anywhere, lock in. This gentleman
Oh,
right
okay,
here.
listen.
No, listen.
All right, go.
I got you.
And then I'm going to go in and fix it.
I got you.
All right, go.
This gentleman right here, bro. Yo, just lock in. I don't gotta say too much. Some things you really don't gotta say or explain,
Okay.
but they just need to lock in, bro. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
They do
bro.
need to
Like,
lock in, yeah.
lock in and understand what's in front of them, bro.
Yeah, I guess, But yeah, for me, the relationship thing, I've been making my steps there, kind of.
He finally started talking to women again. Congratulations.
Taking shots here and there.
He leaves the house every
Leave the
now
house.
and again.
No, see, but what you got to understand is I had to sacrifice all of that to
Right.
get to where I am now.
Right.
Right?
Understood. Understood.
So that's kind of all the things I'm doing now was really because of like two years ago. Things I was doing 2 years ago. I used to never leave the crib 2 years ago.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm in like that next level of life. You know what I mean? So it's like, the relationship thing, I'm not chasing it. But
You're making efforts.
I gotta start putting in certain efforts as a holy Muslim man. You know what I mean? So doing the halal things. You feel me? So that's one. Other than that, really just solidifying, building up my foundation more. 2024 was a proof of concept for me, right, for the year to see if I really like what I'm doing. So now 2025, I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing even more, and then kind of dot my I's. Things like that.
Yeah, man.
Ain't really. Sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean?
Completely
Sometimes.
understood. Completely understood. I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like for me, like the next year is gonna be. I mean, obviously, I'm moving across the country, so that's like a big shakeup, which I'm excited about because I've lived my entire life in Massachusetts. But it is in the same vein of what I've been doing. Following a drive and a mission that I have, and just figuring out the ways that I can do that the most effective manner. So, for me, that's, utilizing the connections that I built. That's one of the reasons I went to school, because it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I post this podcast. This is episode 50, by the way. It's episode 50. Feel me? But, as I record and post my podcast. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Figuring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I do, I participate in events and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. So to have people to be in spaces where people actually know what they're doing, they've done things before, they've built, media companies and stuff like that. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to, and being able to, again, change up my environment a little bit. I'm really excited to not be, like, in the middle of winter. Like, I just am very excited about that. I've been to California twice, and I think it's gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, it's really more of the same and just kind of upping that, you know what I'm saying, putting more effort and intention and energy behind that. So I agree, more of the same. Sometimes, again, if things aren't broke, no need to fix them.
Just let it go through its natural progression.
Right, but just continue to add, right? Like, you don't want to do the same thing all the time.
Also prioritizing breaks and rest and all of those.
Oh, of course.
It can always be in something you can add, but just as much as you add, you got to take that time to, mentally rejuvenate. And physically.
I think people take too many breaks, man.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
What you mean?
You don't take no breaks, gang.
Okay.
All gas, no breaks, bro. But
so the breaks break.
To what cost, bro?
How's that pause?
And then when the brakes break, then they hit. When the brakes break.
Why are you hating?
Huh?
When the brakes break and that mechanic hits you with that invoice.
Okay, hold up, right? But if you wasn't taking no breaks, you were stacking your chips. Guess what? Once the brakes break, the car can't be fixed. You just go buy a new one. You know why? Because you was handling business.
That's P.
Right? You level up from the 07 Camry. Now you go get that 2025 Lexus.
Nah, that's P.
Yes.
That's
350. That guts.
Look, that's P, and I agree. But that money that you spent on that new upgrade, you could have kept in your pockets. And if you took a little bit of breaks and rest in between, now that car would have never broke down in the first place. And you would have still had that and was able to go ahead and buy you a new whip without even having to sacrifice the whip that you had prior.
But see, sometimes you got to let go to grow.
Bars.
Why you trying to hold on to your 07 Camry? He ain't really rocking with that.
Go ahead, talk to me, though.
He wasn't really rocking with that. You see how he hesitated?
He said, go ahead, dab me up, bro.
You see, you're moving too safe. Why you trying to hold on to the 07 Camry?
You know what?
But I think having that option to hold on to it.
Nah. See, you gotta understand. You gotta go all breaks when you're young, when you got it.
Got philosophical.
Right, when you really got it, right? Right now you're 23, 22, 24, no kids, no shorties.
You talking to me or you talking to them?
I'm talking to the culture.
Okay.
I'm really spitting right now. Right? But see, now you're doing what you gotta do when you hit 27, 28, 30, unk status, like this one right here. Right? You can now kind of go in cruise control, right? You see how them Cybertrucks got self-drive.
Maybach got the self-drive.
Maybach.
I don't know if
how late
on Cybertrucks right now.
Right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out,
it's bad press.
How little baby said Maybach. Right? You driving around like that, right? But because you was driving around the 07 Camry, no brakes, you was kind of, your heat wasn't even working. You had a blanket on. That's how deep in the bag you was. They don't understand the culture though.
Some real trench work.
Real trench work. That's really what it is.
I respect it. I actually, real quick, this is very unserious. I seen a video. Well, my cousin sent me a video of a guy who was posting reels, living in his car, and
Was it a Tesla?
No, it was like a RAV4,
Oh, okay.
RAV4, but like he was just what's the word?
It was like day in the life
He was
trying to
basically
save
day in the life trying
all-
to save money and living in your car type
Yeah.
thing, and he was living in the V, brushing his teeth in the V. He had a gym membership.
Yeah.
He had an LA Fitness gym membership. It
Yeah.
was like $20.
Free shower at, yeah.
He was going to Publix, getting him rotisserie chicken and stuff like that for his daily
Uh-huh.
protein and stuff like that. But yeah,
That's
You don't got to do it.
that's
That's a
extreme.
bit extreme.
That's extreme.
I felt like he was doing it for the
But
beat.
you know what? Maybe he was. But the point is that there are a lot of approaches you can take to leveling up in life. And so, sometimes you hold on to things and you also add while you're holding on to those things. And sometimes you cut ties with those old things and then you add because you cut ties with those things. At the end of the day, there are multiple approaches. And this is my biggest thing. Like, I've always hated, like, advice that I didn't ask for, right? Like, you get on the internet, everybody's
like advice.
everybody's always trying to get
advice like you just shouldn't wear a Nike Tech all the time type shit. Like, why would you tell me that? Like, I didn't even ask you for that advice type shit. You know what I'm saying? I get
Shut
you.
up.
I get
Anyway,
you fully.
but you know how you get on the internet? It's like my thing is like when I create content, like I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live, right? I'm just telling you how I live and like what I think about things. But this is not like this is what you need to do. I don't know
Oh
shit.
yeah, for
You know what I'm saying? But like I've always hated that. Oh, this is what you need to do to attain X amount of success or whatever. Because it's like at the end of the day, everybody's different. Everybody's circumstances are different. Everybody's abilities are different. And so there's no one singular approach that's going to work for everybody. So I've always felt like there are some people are lazy. That's really what it is. I think some people will go to listen to how somebody else does something and just try to do that because they're too lazy to actually do the internal self-reflection and then I guess projection of like what they need to do to get whatever it is that they want. So that's always been my biggest thing. Like think critically. But you also got to be like really in tune with yourself to understand that because again, the three of us like
we're like very similar, but we're also very
right.
different.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like Garbins is a Kendrick Lamar hater, right?
Right.
And it's like
He did
that's
not win that beef. But we don't gotta go.
No. We're gonna stay there for a quick second. Garbins, why do you think he didn't win that beef?
He didn't win the beef.
No, tell me why you think that.
We go through the discography of both
what?
of them that was released.
Discography is their entire.
No, wait. The way that if I were to say what he
But
just said.
no, is that
No. The way that he just said what he said. If I were to say it, I need you to react that same way over that way.
No, but is
niggas,
that like a music
niggas,
term?
would,
Is that a
niggas will not
music
know
term?
a word.
But I'm not a music
Yeah,
nigga.
Discography refers to the music that you release, your catalog.
But when I do it,
Musical catalog.
Okay,
but when I do it, is this
You know what?
guy's an idiot.
It's an expectation thing. I didn't expect him to know that because he doesn't fucking listen.
I don't listen. I'm not a
Nigga
music
listens
dude.
to Lil Baby and Lil Durk all day, bro. Like
Gunna.
we woke up this morning. It was like 10 a.m.
I don't know.
It was 10 a.m. This nigga's blasting trap music. What's going on?
But see, like that just fits into my build. Like I just
Right,
like the
precisely.
Just so we don't get off track, yes. The discography that was dropped or released during that time period
The
of
songs that they released
of
in
the
the
beef,
middle of the battle.
yes. If you go
bar
Drake.
for bar.
for Kendrick, Drake washed him.
Based off what?
The music lyrics were better. The hits, the jabs,
The hits,
the jabs
the
that he
insults?
were better.
such as, like,
Bro,
what?
if you listen to
Matters,
Family Matters crushes the Not Like Us. Not Like Us, just I don't know, for some reason the
Okay.
Cali
So,
niggas
all
loved
right,
it
all
and
right,
it
so
went crazy.
Cali,
Yes.
it went to #1 on Billboard
I
for
get
like
it, the
7
world.
weeks
I
straight.
get it, the world, but it really was intended for the Cali niggas.
Right,
The
it's a
niggas brought
Cali,
it all the way up,
Cali sound.
and the world was like, "Oh, this is actually some
Okay,
Cali shit."
so how does one win a rap battle? What are
You tell me, because I already
Oh,
know.
well, I
you're-
will do
yes,
that.
Go ahead and give it to me.
But I want to know what you're
No,
making your
'cause
judgment.
I already know what you're
Because
gonna say.
to
I get
me,
it. It's off of the hype of
a
the
rap
people and what other people say.
a rap battle is basically the lunch table, right?
Yes,
So if
yes.
me and you are throwing jokes at the lunch table, who gets the crowd is who wins. So it doesn't matter how intricate your insult was, and I get it. Like I used to think like that too, but it's like, okay, well, he said that my mom's fat. My mom's clearly not fat, but everybody laughed, and I broke down how he's insecure about this, that, and the third, but nobody gave a fuck. He still won, right? Now, your point about the lyrics is not true. It's just objectively, if you go back. So here's the order of songs was like that.
Oh, brother.
Got him started.
We're gonna move off this quickly. But this is one of the things this really invigorated me because like I love hip hop music, I love rap, I love music in general. But like I've been waiting for these two motherfuckers to go at it for 10 years, right? I just been waiting, and I always my prediction was that Kendrick gonna watch this nigga, and I was right. But like that. No, garbage.
He didn't wash him,
Garbage.
bro.
Garbage.
Oh
Garbage.
my
Garbage.
God.
Garbage.
He didn't wash him.
His diss song went to #1 on Billboard, not the rap charts, not the urban charts. The Billboard Hot 100, and it stayed there for like 6 weeks. What are you talking about? Listen, when Drake and Meek Mill went at it, and Drake dropped back to back, which was full of a bunch of jokey shit. It's not like, oh, wow, you really came for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's jokey, but it sounds good, and we all listen to it. You play it in the club. We all praised him for that. When Kendrick pulls a Drake on Drake, now niggas are like, oh, y'all are dick. Shut up. Get that nigga's meat out your mouth, bro. Sit, like,
it ain't meant to get in mind.
Like, you're the inability to say, okay, I like this artist, but in the context of this battle, they lost. I don't understand what's so difficult about that.
K-Dot sucks. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna stand on that.
Okay.
Why did you listen to Kendrick Lamar earlier today?
I like Luther. I like 30 for 30. Cool. That's because SZA is in it.
But
Anything
again,
aside from that,
why do you think
trash.
Kendrick Lamar sucks?
Squabble up.
Why do you think
Squabble up. That's
Kendrick
why.
Lamar sucks?
Squabble up. Squabble
Bro,
up.
I've heard Drake.
Shit his ass.
I've heard Drake say,
Terrible.
"I got so many chains on me, call me Chaining Tatum." All right, so like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Bars,
Bro, the point is, and the thing with that battle again, like I like the sport. And there just have been a lot of people. And I'll go on Twitter sometimes. You know, they have that For You tab. And like, I'll see like the OVO stands. I'm just like, yo, your man's lost. He's taken 2 L's publicly in rap battles.
Sued that man.
He sued UMG, which is a whole separate thing. And people acting like he's a crusader for artists. And I'm just like, yeah, all right, whatever. But again, I just don't understand the personal ties that people have with an artist. Like, I love different artists' music. Like, I love Kanye's music. I don't have any care about what happens in his personal life. Like, if he's crazy, if he steps out the window, says something wild, it doesn't affect me at all, right? If Kendrick were to have lost his battle, wouldn't have affected me at all. I'm just here for the sport. But your inability to actually, one, you don't know shit about the sport for real anyway. Damn. But 2, your inability to sit there and actually judge the battle objectively. Like, you clearly have a preference.
I listen to all of them.
Yeah, but okay, can you name all the songs?
No.
Can you name all the songs Drake dropped?
No.
Okay. Well, I can. I can name all of them, right? So it was like that. Then Drake came back with push-ups, and he came back with Taylor Made Freestyle. That was a huge misstep strategically. Nobody was feeling it, right? Then Kendrick came back with Euphoria, then 616 in LA. If you're talking about lyrics, those 2 lyrically are great diss records. You've made no mention of them. You've made no mention of them. Family Matters was good. I really like Family Matters. After Family Matters, I was like, oh, shit. But guess what? It got stepped on. It got stepped on.
Didn't.
It did.
By claim that.
No. But like strategically.
True, still not.
Okay, but
true.
Is it true that Kendrick beat his wife?
I think there were claims that were actually shown.
No. Where's the proof? Find it.
It was shown.
No, find it.
Okay, we can. I can't do it right now.
Nobody.
It was shown. There was context.
What was the context?
Talking about him beating on his girl.
Was it pictures? Was it video?
Talking about him beating on his girl.
Yes.
Talking about his whatever.
Like,
his.
Where's the proof of that?
What's the guy?
Where's Dave Free?
Yeah.
Where's the proof? Where's the DNA test that Dave Free is the father of his kid? Like, you have these claims. You have these claims that were unsubstantiated. Kendrick comes back with unsubstantiated claims, and the Drake fans like, oh, he lied. It's like, this nigga lied too. Like, what part of rap? Yo, bro, it's rap battle. You don't need to tell the truth. Who came up with that rule? Where did that rule come from? And this is why I be saying niggas don't know shit about the sport, but they're commenting on it because you're just fans of pop culture, which is like cool. But like, before you talk about something, I want people to be informed. I like to be informed about stuff if I talk about it. And if I don't know what I'm talking about and I still want to talk about it, I'd be like, yo, listen, I'm not the most informed on this topic, but here's my opinion. Niggas swear they know what they're talking about, and they don't, and they say shit like this. And it's just like, bro, the nigga lost.
He lost. In the eyes of
he
the
lost.
world.
No, you literally started this segment with,
no, he didn't lose, but in the eyes of
Drake
the
lost.
public.
No, that's all the battle is. It's about the public.
To me, he didn't.
What?
I'm joking at this point. Now
this nigga's on dicks. This nigga's on dicks. Anyway, that was one of the highlights of 2024. I'm not gonna lie. When Future and Metro's album dropped, like 3 people sent me that song. They were like, Trevor, bro, you need to listen to this. And I listened to it. This is great. It was like a good 3-4 weeks of just like niggas going back and forth. I enjoyed it. But shout out to Drake. I hope he recovers.
I don't think he needs to. I think he's still stamped, regardless.
No. I mean, like, obviously he's still like one of the biggest pop stars in the world, but like he's taking a hit. No. The L's matter. They do. Again, you don't know shit about the sport, so it's like,
What you want to say, big bro?
like,
It's fine.
yes, obviously, like he's still gonna make money, but like this, I don't give a fuck about that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm talking about the product you're putting out. I feel like a lot of the songs that he dropped after it were not good. Wagwan Delay was, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was serious or what. You know what I'm saying? The freestyle that just dropped, he's clearly upset about this. He's talking about LeBron and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is clearly something that's still affecting him and is affecting his output. So to think that he doesn't need to like recover from that, again, I'm not understanding.
Kendrick also dropped music.
Right.
Into bro as well.
Yes, and it was very well received. And now he's going on a stadium tour with SZA. So it's like, he's running a victory lap on this nigga that's gonna, he's going to the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shitting on this nigga. And you're talking about he didn't win? He's going to the Super Bowl. Off the strength of smacking the fuck out this nigga.
Right.
So I'm not really understanding how you could come to that conclusion other than I just like Drake better. And so therefore I will not admit when the artist that I prefer didn't win. But, you know, I don't know. That's the thing with, I'm not gonna go down that road. I'm not gonna go down that road.
What are you gonna say?
I know where he was gonna go.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna go down that road. I just feel like that there's a lot of times where people have things that they hold on to and they don't examine critically, and then they.
I don't know where this is.
And I just be like, okay, I mean, if that's how you want to live your life, fine. But I don't know. It don't work for me. But anyway, that's the end of that segment. What time is it? All right, we're about an hour in, so it's time to wrap this up. What is one thing you've learned about yourself in the last year that you find to be a valuable insight?
In like a valuable
Insight into yourself, right? Like over the last year, what have you, I don't know, what has been reinforced? What have you discovered about yourself where you're like, I can use this to better myself and get myself closer to my goals moving forward?
I'm gonna have to. Damn.
I got you.
You got it?
Yeah, you could go first.
I think for me, I think there's a lot of things when it comes to just elevating myself, elevating like my path, elevating like the places that I go, the mindset, all the different type of things. I felt like a lot of it kind of just like was like, oh, I naturally have a good mindset, or I naturally am good at such and such and such. This is why I have such and such and such. But I realized in 2024, like, there's actionable steps that you can take to actually enhance those things, to enhance your mindset, to enhance your habits, to enhance, your production, et cetera, et cetera. And it just all comes down to like the work you put behind those. So like for me, punctuality was and is a big thing that I work towards. And I realize it's not just because, like you can actually take steps to going to sleep earlier and waking up on time. And if you feel like there's certain things that you're not able to do because you have to be somewhere super early, you can wake up earlier and give yourself enough time to do those things. So those, like, I just realized in 2024, like, there's actionable steps you can take. And it just comes down to actually wanting the things that you desire and putting the work behind it to get to those places. And I realized once I did do those things, it just opened up a bigger door. Like, especially when it came to like creative work, when it came to like photography, videography, like I was like, oh, well, I'm new to this and I'm just kind of just putting things out. But when I took time, okay, let me take an hour a day, let me take 30 minutes a day to actually watch a video that's helping me learn about editing or learning about a specific photography style, as opposed to just watching, a YouTube video or watching a show. Like, that has helped me, So things like that. There's actionable steps you can take. There's actionable, things you can plan out to enhance yourself and bring you into different levels and bring different doors and opportunities for yourself. So, yeah.
That's a word. Shano, do you?
The question was like what I learned about myself in 2024.
Learned about yourself, insights into yourself, something that was reinforced.
I would say for 2024, something I really learned about myself or that I'm trying to work on is, well, it's like one thing mixed into two things mixed into one. Mm-hmm. So it's like, one, you don't got to be so hard on yourself, right? I found myself like always being, I don't know, I guess maybe it's just the way I grew up, being the oldest, immigrant household, first generation, everything. Still trying to having to figure everything out. I always put so much pressure on myself for no reason. And then sometimes when that pressure is just like, it just keeps building on to each other. And then you're just like, damn, like, why, like, what's the point? Like, sooner or later you crash out. Like, there was points in 2024 where I just like crash out, and I'm just like, it's like, what's the point of doing all this anyways? Mm-hmm. And it really hit me like during my graduation I finished in 2023, but I walked in 2024. And like I walked the stage, and like the first thing I came out of my mind was like, it was like 18 years or like whatever, 22 years for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this whole thing, like everyone always telling me like school, 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 for like a 20-second moment where they just say your name, Chen LaSalle, finance, like, you know what I mean? I was like, there's really like no point of like over stressing yourself. So that was like one thing I learned about myself in 2024. And then another thing is like that is on top of that hard work is like you don't have to do it all by yourself. Like you don't got to figure it out all by yourself. Like you could kind of talk to people or express it. You don't got to be so hardcore. I think I'm always like on 10 all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just because of how I've just been kind of built to be. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to figure out a way to kind of express certain things. I still kind of just like I just figured it out myself. But I think that's one thing at least I'm acknowledging that like I gotta. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the reasons why, like, if I was to get in a relationship, I'm not fully ready to be in a relationship. Because I'm like, I don't know if you're going to really understand what I'm going through because you don't know how I was kind of brought up and how I lived. So I think those two things, and they go hand in hand. So you don't always got to be working so hard because, like, what's for you won't miss you. Like, I genuinely believe that now. I've always believed it, but, yeah. And it's like, yo, you don't got to go through shit by yourself all the time, so.
It's very real.
Kind of just figured it out.
That's very real. You don't need to go through shit by yourself all the time, but like also sometimes.
Yeah, certain things it's like, yo, keep that shit to yourself.
Right.
Like you don't gotta cry about it. Like, well, you could cry by yourself, but like you don't gotta tell everyone your problems. But
Don't
at the
go
same
crying
time,
on the internet, or do. I mean, do whatever you want, but I think that's
crying on the internet is kind of weird.
I think that's
like
crazy.
setting up the camera and then
right,
crying.
and then like letting the tears go,
And then, like,
like
playing the
edit it.
music.
Right, like that's
Yeah,
like I
that-
don't know.
And
But, like,
post.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Wow,
like
too
you
many
know,
steps. I don't know.
yeah, so it's like very disingenuous. But like I generally do feel like if you have one person, two people, three people, or even like a notebook or just like praying, like speaking, like just getting it out is like like that does enough work. Like for someone that doesn't talk about it at all,
Yeah.
I think that's like an amazing step.
Those are beautiful steps, man. Because
You
we
know,
know China don't say nothing about.
Oh yeah, no, like when have I ever come to y'all on some like, yo, bro?
I think Garbin's is
deep-
probably the best.
Well,
at
like
that
yeah,
of
like
the three of
I'd
us.
come, like me and Garbins talk about a lot of stuff, but like I
niggas don't say
think
shit
Garbins
to
is
me.
deep.
They think I'm judgmental, which
Yeah, and it's just like you don't understand the full.
I'm not an
You don't-
ignorant. Ugh,
It's like you don't under.
it's fair.
Not,
Yeah,
not the firstborn.
not the firstborn.
It's crazy.
It's like sometimes I'll be like, yo, your mom do this, bro. Yo, your dad go
Nah,
through. it?
I'd be damned if my mother did that. Nah, all right. Yeah, and I'm not gonna ask you next
I
time.
do be saying that.
Trevor be like,
I'm like, I would not tolerate that. What the fuck?
Trevor be like, it's like I just stopped talking to them. I'm like, okay, yes,
Yeah, be like, yeah, leave me alone. What the fuck?
yeah, but it don't even be like parent stuff, just in general.
Yeah,
You know what
nah, I
mean?
totally
So-
understand. But I think that is important though, like knowing who you can go to about what, because it's like I'm the same way. Like there's certain people I talk to about certain stuff. There's certain people I talk to about other stuff, and I don't really talk to. I don't think there's anybody in my life that I talk to about everything.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, like I think that's important of like knowing who you can go to for what and having those different people in place. For me, I feel like 2024 was just a reinforcing of like doubling down on the things that one you care about and / are good at. So I think there's a lot of overlap. At least for me personally, there's a lot of overlap between things that I'm good at and the things that I care about. But just doubling down on that and really standing on that, because like for me, there's always kind of like I feel like I can do a lot of things pretty well, and so figuring out what I wanted to do, like I remember like my freshman year of college, and my dad kept asking me, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "Nick, I don't know. Please stop asking. I don't have the answer." It's like, "Oh, you could do this. Oh, you could do that. Oh, you could do this." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a problem. Like I know I can do all of those things, but like,
What do you want?
right." And so over the last however many years, it's been a process of figuring that out. And for me this year, across various things, whether it be professionally, creatively, relationships wise, like when you care about something, when you have like a burning desire for something, like follow that. You might not know where it's going immediately, or you might, and it might take you somewhere else, right? That's the other thing. Like there are a lot of times where you think you know what you're doing, and then life takes you in a different direction, and you got to just kind of keep following that path until you get back to the main road, or you might not. You might just need to forge a new path. But doubling down on those things, because at the end of the day, like you're interested in them, you have that passion for them for a reason, and you're most likely to succeed when you have that drive. So that to me this year has been, or last year was a lot about just like, yeah, like that idea, that feeling you had, follow that. And again, there were a lot of various instances where that kind of played out for me last year. And so each time it happened, I really took stock of it. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I like to think about a lot of things critically, but sometimes, the feeling is just, that's the thing to go off of. And I guess that's another thing. Um, your brain can only take you so far, right? Your critical thoughts can only take you so far because you can only ever know so much. And sometimes you got to tap into things outside of this purely logical, analytical way of thinking. And so that's another thing that I've been trying to kind of implement over, from this last year going into this year. So I don't know. I think 2024 was a good year. A lot of good lessons learned. I think 2025 is going to be a better year. Any final thoughts from you two?
Just live life. Get money, stay out the way.
Stay consistent, man. Stay consistent. Everything
Have
that
fun.
you want, plan it out, write it out, pray about it. It's a big thing. Pray about it. Understand that it is not your own doing that is getting you the things that you want. I know a lot of people in this world think that is the case. You have a lot of control, but you don't at the same time. So pray about everything that you
Determinism?
want. And yeah, hey, man. Yeah.
We're gonna do an episode on determinism eventually. I don't know.
Religious convo? What?
One day. We're gonna get real philosophical eventually. But appreciate you guys for jumping on here. You know what I'm saying? Last Wealthy Brethren episode before I skirt off to Los Angeles.
West Coast.
You know what I'm
resident.
saying?
Oh, yo, before I forget, follow 101 Club, man. You know what I'm saying? 2025.
Right.
Yeah, promo time. You guys promo your stuff.
We didn't even bring that up. That was a huge part of 2024. We started a whole fitness club. So,
Yep, they would invite me to their Saturday morning runs, and I'm like, I have my own Saturday
hoops.
morning runs on the court. And my,
Yeah, 2025, just know 101 fitness community, fitness club, all that. It's going to be all throughout social. It's going to be all throughout Massachusetts.
That's where we're going to post our athletic
you know.
competition. So be on the
we
lookout.
might have to make a series out of that.
Hey, that's
Stay
good
tuned.
content.
That is
Stay
some good
tuned
content
for
right
sure. For sure.
You guys want to plug your own socials?
Yeah, obviously my name's Garbins. Instagram is GAlexis with, I believe it's 3 underscores. It might be 2.
It's 3.
Production page if you need pictures, if you need videos, if you need any type of content, GAlexis Productions will get you right. And yeah.
Channel Sal, Honcho with an X _ Sal. I just be a fly nigga on the app, man. I'm not gonna lie. Just post.
Just fit pics and he just posts his fit pics and go.
I just post fit pics and gym shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Simple.
real calm, real collected. You know what I mean? So follow that. Follow 101 page. 2025 is gonna be a good year.
Type shit. Y'all know me. It's the boy Trev Woods. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, as long as TikTok exists. _ Trev Woods. The podcast is on Instagram and TikTok. Nah, we're gonna get this out before TikTok. The Instagram page and the TikTok page for the podcast is at the Global Renaissance Pod. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, 5 stars. Please leave a rating and review. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. This has been another episode of the Global Renaissance Podcast. I appreciate y'all contributions.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all have a fantastic 2025, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.
Goodbye, brother.